thin is that line where a young team, young players, the line between being deflated or feeling defeated versus using that losing as motivation? I know when you were drafted to the Pistons, it wasn't like Dick Vitale was the coach, if I remember correctly. It's not like it was the most winning environment at that time. It took a little bit of time. How does this young team toe that line of being defeated versus using it as motivation to never happen again?
Well, I speak to you from experience. I had the same thing happen to me. Coming off a national championship at Michigan State, I'm drafted by the Pistons, who were in a rebuild, and we only won 16 games. And I can tell you, when you lose that many games, I could easily go back and find you 10 wins for the Pistons this past season, because there were at least 10 games that they could have, should have won.
That's facts.
And it was the same thing with us back in '79. We were a young team. We had 5 rookies on the team. We had 2 more players that were in their second year. So we weren't going anywhere in a 23-team league. You weren't going to win with youth like that, and we knew it, but we worked hard. We gave it the best we could, and we tried to stay together. This team this year did stay together. They still pulled for each other. There was no dissension or cracking or splintering or anything or finger pointing, anything like that. That's good. That speaks to the leadership that was there that kept that intact, because when you're losing, it can easily fragment. Most of the time, it does. But the line you speak of is a very fine line. So fine that if you go back 2-3 years, we had a game in Oklahoma City late in the season. Oklahoma had a bunch of guys out there you've never heard of. They were trying to map out their future and what they were going to do. And the Pistons were pretty much in the same boat. I mean, I really had to have a big roster in front of me to know who these players were, because many of them on the Oklahoma City side I had not heard of. Oklahoma City has the best record in the Western Conference last year. 2-3 years later, okay? So that's how fine that line is, and that's why you have hope that it doesn't have to stay this way for very long if you're a Pistons fan. You make the right decisions, you catch some luck, you get some good health, you make a couple of good drafts and that sort of things. Things can turn around in basketball maybe much quicker than they can in some of the other sports.